New rule, every network doesn't need a show about models. MSNBC is launching a series called Models NYC, which will follow a dozen beautiful young women as they struggle to wear clothes and walk in a straight line. What does this have to do with the news, you ask? Who cares? They're models. Who wants to hear about that icky war in Iraq when you can see skinny girls arguing over who ate the last bagel? Stop asking Miss USA contestants if they believe in evolution. It's not their field. It's like asking Stephen Hawking if he believes in hair scrunchies. Here's what they know about spray tans, fake boobs, and baton twirling. Here's what they don't know about everything else. If I cared about the uninformed opinions of some ditzy beauty queen, I'd join the Tea Party.
Why is everybody so excited about Kate Moss? We all knew that there was cocaine in the fashion world, is what they're saying.
I know.
So why is everyone going? Can we please get back to the dresses and the ridiculous
if you watch
hats?
American TV, every teenage girl wants to be a model. And if you want to be a model, you have no values anyway. Let's get rid of the part of the beauty pageant where the contestant has to talk. Honey, it's such a beautiful moment. Let's not ruin it. And while I respectfully disagree with her stand against gay marriage, that's what makes this country great. Only in America does a woman who looks like a transvestite have the right to bash gays. New rule, if you're asked during a beauty pageant to give an example of a movie with a positive female role model, as Miss Ohio was last weekend, and your answer is Pretty Woman, the story of a whore who gets saved by a horny millionaire, it's okay if your talent is tying a cherry stem with your tongue. Also, the contestant who resigned from the Miss USA pageant because it now allows trannies must admit that almost all beauty pageant contestants kind of look like trannies. New rule, since apples look so much alike, we use stickers to identify them. Let's do the same with chirpy blondes on Fox News. Honey, Ainsley Earhart is on. Oh, never mind, it's Sandra Smith. Or take this recent headline. TV weathercasters divided on global warming. Who gives a shit? My TV weathercaster is a bimbo with big tits who used to be on a soap opera on Telemundo. At one point, the blonde twink who's asking these questions...
That's a technical term.
I'm sorry, I meant Madame Curie. I don't know who that lady is on Fox, but she's not bright. They asked her on Fox if she was going to run for president in 2012. And she said, and I'd like to quote this directly, I think it deserves it. She said, quote, I'm like, okay, God, if there is an open door for me somewhere, this is what I want. I always pray, I'm like, don't let me miss the open door. Even Britney Spears was at home going, you dumb shit. Mr. Country First picked someone who didn't know that Africa was a continent, thought it was one country. I mean, I have called this woman so many names, and people have gotten on my case for it. I called her Governor Avon lady, I called her a stewardess, the spokesmodel from the car show, Governor Yup Yup, lots of bad names, a Category 5 moron. New rule, somebody needs to inform me whether this sign means that this parking spot is reserved for the handicapped or reserved for the Kardashians.
Shameless.
They have big asses. New rule, Star Jones must put the weight back on. Girlfriend, before you had gravitas and presence. Now you look like one of the chicks Flava Flav sends home. I want my old star back. The one that said, talk to the hand, and the hand had powdered sugar on it. New rule, you can't call yourself a diva unless you're a plus size and extremely talented. Aretha Franklin is a diva. Jennifer Hudson, a diva in training. You, on the other hand, are a 17-year-old white girl from Orange County whose daddy gave you a 280Z for your birthday. If you act like a diva but don't sing, you're what opera lovers just call a bitch. But just show the little clip of it, and if you haven't seen it, you'll be familiar.
In America, we do not talk on our cell phones in the library. Oh, Jing Chong Ling Long Ting Tong. Oh. Are you freaking kidding me? In the middle of finals.
Her safety school was Hooters, by the way. Craigslist. A lot of the whores, I mean escorts, on Craigslist are giving recession discounts. They'll get you half off. And see, never admit that government is useful for anything. The government is always like Snooki's vagina. It's too big, it services too many people, and nothing good will ever come out of it. And the FDA, you heard this yesterday, said they will now allow the Plan B morning after pill without a prescription. Thank you, hussies and sluts. How about a big hand for Plan B, or as Britney Spears calls it, Plan A? New rule, you can't use sarcasm about people who think you're an idiot if you're an idiot. This week, Britney Spears went on a sarcastic screed about people who think she needs help. Then her dress fell off. She carved a swastika in her forehead and ran over her tits with a car. Which raises a question that's been bothering me for some time. Can you unmasturbate to someone? Women donated their silk undergarments so they could be sewn into parachutes. Can you imagine nowadays a Britney Spears or a Lindsay Lohan going without underwear? Bad example. New rule, the folks at Playboy must admit they got swindled into paying $1 million to see Lindsay Lohan naked, when they could have just bought her a drink.
I'll let that go. I'll let that go. Or less.
Now, I'm not saying Mariah Carey could cost Hillary this election. I'm just saying that until November 2008, we're going to have to sweep up the usual suspects. After that, you can go back to acting out all you want. But until then, Courtney Love has to be chained to a rehab radiator. Lindsay Lohan, drink Canada dry, is a slogan, not a dare. And Anna Nicole Smith, you need to get your ass buried. You're decomposing faster than CNN's reputation. You are literally late for your own funeral. And Paris Hilton, I know you're probably really a sweet girl, but you'll have to be euthanized. New rule, for the sake of human existence, K-Fed must not be allowed to mate with Paris Hilton. Or as I like to call her, KY. You know, when the Pope saw this picture, he changed his opinion on abortion from it's murder to, okay, but just this one. New rule, Al and Tipper Gore can't split up the same week as Heidi breaks up with Spencer. Unless they swap. Al and Heidi would be perfect together. He won the popular vote but lost the election, and she can't count. He wants to change the world, and she can't move her face. Also, I've got the perfect wedding gift to meld their auras. New rule, Fred Thompson must run for president. I don't know what he stands for, and I don't care. I just want to see how all these social conservatives deal with his hot trophy wife. She's 25 years his junior and dresses like Britney Spears, and every time Thompson sees her, his penis goes... Not to be a traditionalist, but can't we just let Barbie be Barbie, an anorexic gold digger with huge plastic tits?
Oh, no.
That's fair. I'll try that one.
That's all.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, panel.
We're your approval right
I see.
That works for you.